Juju, mira, mira para acá. Look. Hello everyone, what's up? My name is Karina and welcome to vegansazon. Here's my cat Juju because she always has to be near me because she is very emotionally attached to me. Today we're going to be making Fufu de Platano, which is a delicious Cuban dish made from plantains. It has onions, garlic, chicharrón, but in this case we're going to be using some smoked tofu, and really that's optional. You could just make the fufu with just the plantains and garlic and onion sauteed in the olive oil. That's fine too. So we're gonna make a authentic Cuban dish made vegan. And I highly recommend making this dish. It's very simple and easy to make and you're gonna love it. So let's get started. And before we start, some of the things you're gonna need are plantains, of course, some olive oil, salt and pepper. You're gonna need an onion, garlic, vegan butter, and some smoked tofu. This smoked tofu I buy like this. It comes already smoked, but you can also make this yourself. I'll leave a recipe down below where you can make this yourself. So here we have the two plantains. We're gonna cut them up. So we're gonna cut this into chunks. What I like to do is I cut the tips off first. Okay, basura, vaya. Now you can either cut a slit down the whole plantain and then cut into chunks, or cut this into chunks and then do slits. And for some reason that's easier for me to do, so I like to cut this into chunks first. And we're also going to do the same thing to the second plátano. Oh, you see? Look at that. What is that? So keep cutting like little slices off until you don't see any nasty stuff like that anymore. Ahora sí. So now we have 8 chunks of plantain, and now we can start cutting the slits on them. Just like this. You cut a tiny slit, not all the way through obviously, but like maybe 1/8 to a 1/4 of an inch deep, just so you can peel the skin off. You can do a couple and then you could start peeling. And like that. Perfect. Now there's a little couple pieces of some of the skin. You can just, take those off and you're done. And just keep repeating this until you're done with all of them. So now we have the onion, the garlic, and the smoked tofu. So now we have the ingredients prepped. We can start boiling the water to cook the plantains. So get yourself a pot. You're gonna add a little bit of salt to the water. And now we're gonna take this to the stove. So turn on your stove to high heat and wait for it to boil. Once it starts boiling, then we're gonna add the plantains in it. And we're gonna cook them for about 15 minutes or so, give or take a couple minutes, just until they go from this color to a nice golden yellow color. So now the water started boiling, we're gonna add the plantains. And as the plantains are boiling, we are going to add some oil to a pan so we can make the sofrito. And about 2 tablespoons. And we're gonna saute the onion first so it can soften. El ajo. And now we're gonna add the tofu. It's been about 12 minutes. I think the plantains are done. Yep. The fork went right through and you see the color. It's a beautiful golden yellow color. They're done. I'm getting all the plantain and putting it on a plate. This is done already. You see how some of the tofu has like some browning? That's perfect. That's what you want. The onion is soft, the garlic is soft. Now we're gonna move on to mash the plantains. I have the ice cold water. We're gonna use some of it to mash the plantains. I have a potato masher aquí. You can start mashing already. And add some of the water to help you mash it. And the trick is using ice cold water so the plantains stop cooking and become nice and creamy instead of dry. Add another 1/4 cup of water. I'm actually gonna switch to a fork right now. Está duro. Keep on mashing this so you get a nice puree, like chunky mashed potatoes. What you can do as well, I like to do this sometimes, add a couple tablespoons of vegan butter to make it extra creamy, and then just mash the butter in. I ended up adding another like 2 tablespoons of cold water to mash this. So a little under 3/4 of a cup of cold water, and add that little by little so you can get the right consistency, and you end up with this nice mashed plátano. You can keep mashing this to get it even smoother, but I like mine with little bits of chunky plátano. So now when you're done mashing this, we can add the smoked tofu and onions and garlic. We're gonna leave this much on the side so we can use the fufu de Platano once we plate it, and then we're gonna add most of it into the mashed plantain and we're gonna mix it in. The very last thing I'm gonna do is add some salt to taste and some pepper. I just do a pinch of salt. This is done. This tastes amazing. And now you can plate it and then serve it. So that's what we're gonna do now. I'm gonna use this ice cream bowl because it's shaped nicely, because then we're gonna pop it out onto a plate so it can look pretty. And then get yourself a little plate, and now the last step is to get some of that remaining tofu and then just put it on top. Oh my god, can you stay? Quédate ahí. Okay. I hope you enjoyed this video. It has a different format than my other videos. Trying out different formats to see what I like the most. And I hope you end up making this dish because it's so good. It's one of my favorite things to eat. I mean, really, all Cuban food is my favorite thing to eat, but this one's really good. So I hope you end up trying this recipe out. And if you do, comment down below and tell me what you thought. And you can also tag me at vegansazon on Instagram or Twitter so I can see your fufu de Platano. Yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye. Oh my god. It's so good. Mira qué lindo. Amazing. Oh my god.